So, hello everyone. Welcome to the fourth session of Android Compose Camp. So, we hope you all are doing well. So, I also hope that you have enjoyed your holiday. As we have not taken our last session, means our session on the last Saturday due to holiday. So we are taking our fourth session on this Saturday, and in this session, we are going to introduce you the Kotlin, in which you will be building a scrolling app and some Kotlin codes or programs which are something very new if you are the programmer like that. So let's go with the Kotlin programming and co-lead Tanvir will be taking ahead from here. Tanvir, you can go.
Um, Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Tanvir, you are audible.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So our plan today is to learn some more fundamentals of Kotlin and then build the affirmation app. So the topics we will cover today are generic data types, enum class, data class, singleton, and companion object. And in the end, we will build the affirmation app, which will be done by Tanush Bhaiya. So let's start with generic class. So we all know how to declare a class in Kotlin. We use the keyword named class, then the class name, and to declare a generic data class like generic data type, we need to pass um, capital T, which stands for type, in this angle bracket, which means that it is a generic data class. So what are the advantages of generic data class? The advantages are that you can pass any type of value. You can pass boolean, you can pass string, you can pass int, and everything will be accepted. There won't be any error. For example, let's see how this works on code. Suppose in an exam, there are different types of question. There are fill in the blanks question, then there are true or false question. So for each question, different types of answer or different type of data need to be inputted. For true and false, we need to enter either true or false, which is kind of a boolean. We can call it a boolean type. And for fill in the blanks, we need to fill a string or an integer type. So the advantage of generic data class is that we can specify that it is a generic data class by using capital T. Then here we have specified a variable question text, which is type string, and then here in variable answer we have specified T, which means that it is a generic type. And for difficulty we have specified it is type string. So suppose I want to answer this question. The question is, it is a fill in question one, which is a fill in the blank type question. So what I did here, I answered nevermore. So it's a string type, but there won't be any problem when it passes through the question class because it is a generic class. And here in question 2, it's a boolean type, and here I pass false, so it will also be accepted as it is a generic class. And for question 3 also, I passed 28, which is int type, and it will also get accepted as answer is generic type. So that was the basic example of generic data class. I hope it is clear. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. So let's learn what is enum class. For enum class, we just need to add one more keyword, which is enum, in front of class. And suppose um, we have different cases. Okay, suppose in exam questions are of different level: easy, medium, hard. And suppose we don't want to write that much code, we don't individually want to specify it is easy, it is medium, or it is hard. We can store it in enum class, and we can access it by using the enum name dot case name. This is case one. So for if I want to access, I will just type the enum name dot case name, and that's how I will be able to access the case from the enum class. Let's see it in the code. Here we have created an enum class named difficulty, and there are three cases. First is easy, second is medium, third is hard. Then there is our question class. In main function, we created a variable question one, and we called the question class. We pass string, then we then we pass the parameters. And in difficulty, we just call the enum class, enum name, and then the case. If I change this to easy, that will be accepted. If I change this to hard, that will be also accepted. So what it does, that it simplifies the reusability code for us. I hope it is clear. Let's move on to next slide. If there's any doubt, let me know. Okay. Okay, so our next concept is about data class. Um, for declaring data class, we use a keyword which is data, then class name. What data class does is that it am I audible? Hello, am I audible to everyone? Okay, so yeah. Defining a class as a data class allows the Kotlin compiler to make certain assumptions and to automatically implement some methods. That means if we will execute this code and if we don't specify it as a data class, then what will compiler do? That it will return its string value. Okay, like suppose I passed answer as 28. So when I'm like executing this code in main function, then uh, 28 won't be executed. The string value of it will be executed, and in difficulty as well, the string value of it will be executed. But if we specify it as data class, then it will understand that okay, there are different types of data, and it will execute it accordingly. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now let's see what are singleton object. Just give me a moment. Since I need to reshape this. Okay. So yeah, let's see what is singleton object. Suppose like we want to create a single instance and not multiple instance, then we can use the object keyword to create a singleton class, a singleton object. So what we will do that we will use the keyword object and object name, and then we will specify the properties we want to execute, and how to call. We will call object name dot the property name we want to call from the this class, this singleton class. Here is an example. Here we have created singleton object student progress, where um, where is a variable which is integer type, and it its value is 10, and there is another variable answer which is also integer type, and its value is 3. So here I'm executing this. I'm trying to call this in our main function. So what I will do in print line under inside the quotation marks, I will use the dollar symbol as we are calling variables. So what dollar symbol will do, as you all know, that it will differentiate the variables from the string. So here I will use student progress, which is the name of this object, dot answer, which is one of the property of student progress. Um, okay. Then one more time I will use the dollar symbol to specify another variable. Then again I will use student progress name of the object dot total. So what will it execute is student progress dot answer, which is 3 of student progress dot total, which is 10. So it will execute 3 of 10 answered. I hope it is clear. Let's move forward. If there is any doubt, let me know. Okay. So now let's see what is a companion object. So in Kotlin, what we can do that we can define classes and object uh, inside another classes by using the companion keyword, and we can access its property. Okay. So how it is done that we use the companion keyword and then object keyword and object name, and I think I should show an example for it. It will be more clearer. Suppose I'm creating a class space here, and specific. Here I have created a class quiz and a variable question one where I have passed this previous example which I showed. Now I will create a companion object. Okay. So what will happen? Suppose like um, running this code in main function and like let's run this code. Oh, sorry. So what I'm able to do that by declaring it as companion object, I'm able to access its property and I'm able to do it by calling the quiz name dot the property name. Okay, yeah. Actually, what I did, I forgot to add dollar sign here. So now we can see that total and answered, these are the properties of student progress object. But as it is marked as companion, I can call it using the quiz class. I can call it using quiz dot total or quiz dot answer, and it will work. But if I don't use companion object, I won't be able to do that. So that's what companion object do. It makes properties accessible to the other classes it is under. I hope it is clear. Okay, I would like to hand over um, the meeting to Tanush Bhaiya and he will show us the live demonstration on how to build the affirmation app. Tanush Bhaiya, on to you.
Yes, Tanvir. So let me share my screen. So let's let me show you first. Mm, the first you when you go to the Android Basic with Compose Camp page, documentation page, as we have unit 1, unit 2 we have discussed in the last 3 sessions, and we are doing here unit 3. So exploring the unit 3. So Tanvir have explained you about the Kotlin fundamentals, which are related to list and classes, enum classes, companion and objects, how they can be used, how they can be useful in our codes, which makes our program easier and compact. So here in more details you can get in pathway 1, and in pathway 2 you will be um, creating a scrollable list, which is like a image, a text view. And in the third pathway, you will be creating another app. In the pathway 2, you are going to change your application icon, and you can modify according to as you want. So see, in pathway 2, we have a scrollable list application, change app icons, and we are also building a grid, means two columns, multiple rows, a scrollable list. Here a scrollable list is of one column, but here you are getting multiple rows, multiple columns. So let's go to our affirmation app. You can also know about how what you are going to do from the video. Here it's provided. So a scrollable list code lab. Yes, this is the thing we are going to develop. Here a picture will be here, then a text. Again the picture will be there and a text. How many you want, you can add the pictures. So here you see the here starter code is available. You can also go from here, import it in the Android Studio. And but if you face any problem, then you can simply start a new project and select the mpt activity. So let me show you importing the project, new project. So, close project. So see here, if you are going to take this link, from this link you are importing the project, then copy this link and get from version control, means you are pulling from the GitHub. So here you push the link that you copied and then clone. You will get the application code there. But I am going to start from the starting, creating all the classes. So I will create the new project, select mpt compose activity, and then next I will taking the name affirmation application, and then finish it. Let the Gradle build. Till then, I will change the font and so that you have not face any problem. So setting is yes, appearance, high contrast. Let's change it to white for this time. 16. Yeah, you will see here Gradle has been built successfully. So as we have created a simple application, yes, I created a new application. Here you will see greeting Android, hello Android name, printing, as you in the code lab 1 and 2 you have seen. Waiting for a Gradle finish. So here, what we are going to do, we will be creating two classes. Affirmation. What is the affirmation means? Here, the thing is, like we are saying quotes, we are sending quotes like that based on the image, and related to image there is a quotes. So here we will be creating two packages. Inside each packages we will have class, which will, and we will be using list here, so which can be vertically aligned. And what are the things we are using to capture in a vertical? So that is the lazy column. As you know, column and row, column is used to align horizontally, sorry, vertically, and row is used to align horizontally. But the thing is, both are for fixed value. We have to give fixed value that how many rows or how many column you are going to align. But in the lazy column or lazy row method, we are, if you are adding any row or column, then it will not get any error. We can add, we can remove any of the rows and column. So firstly, we are going to give the pictures. So I have some pictures with me. So I will import those pictures. Go to resource manager, plus icon, import drawables. I will took these pictures. I am taking 10 pictures. When you go with the pathways, you will see there the pictures are available. You can download from there too. So and then for the after the pictures, we are going to have the names below each picture. We will be storing in the a string resource directory of a string.xml. So what are we are going to, I have already written here. So to save time, I am copying this. Yeah. The affirmation one for the picture one, for picture two, for picture three, for picture four, to picture 5 to 10. All these are I have written. I am a strong. I believe in myself. These are the words I have used. So let's again go to our main activity. So initially here is hello Android. So we are not going to use this hello Android. So simply delete this composable. So mm, as I said you, we are going to create two classes, sorry, two packages. So inside the formation application, where the UI theme main activity is, right click on this affirmation application com.example.android.affirmation application. Right click, go to the new, then select a package. Here package will be created, and the package name will be, I say model is the package name, where we will be creating a formation data class which will return the value of image and the value of string sorry formation strings that we have. And again, one more package we are going to create, package. This will name with the data. It will return the list of affirmations, strings and images. So inside that model, we are going to create a affirmation data class. So again, inside model, right click, go to new, and create a Kotlin class here. Note we are not going to create Java class. We are going to create Kotlin class. Select, and from the drop down list, select data class. As Tanvir have explained the advantage of data class, and you can go deep with the pathway one. You will see the data class is you given. The basic advantage of data class is, if we are going to call, if the class is not declared as data, then if we are going to call anything, then it may give, if we are going to print the any list, so it may give you error. But if you declare is a data but and call the list, then it will pass as a string automatically. It will not give any error. So I will write here affirmation as the class name, and here it's created. And here we will be giving two values. One is for image and one is for a string. And these are val a string resource ID, resource ID, and another is val image resource ID. So as we have created the string resource ID and image resource ID, so basically it are returning the string resource and drawable resource. So we must annotate with this so that it can return a string resource. So before val, give the annotation of a string resource, and before val of image resource, give the annotation of drawable resource. Here showing error. Okay, the return type I have not mentioned, so it is showing error. So the resource ID, every resource ID have the return type as integer. Here I will give int and here Bible resource, and it will do have a return type of int. And here, sorry, we are passing in a parameter, so no semicolon. We will give comma. So here we have created affirmation. It is a model which will return the a string resource ID and image resource ID. So let's go to the data class, data package, and here we will be creating a new Kotlin class. I will give its name data source because it's the source of data where you are returning the list of affirmations. Yeah, here it is. So inside this, we will be calling a in the inside class. We are going to call a function. We are going to call a function called because you as you know in every inside every class we have a function so that we can call that from our main activity function load affirmation function, and it have no parameter but it have a return type of list. It have a return type of list. So how it will return, as we if we have return type of integer, then here simply we have written int, but as we have return type of list, so type here list, and the generic type what we are going to return, what are the type of the thing what the list contains. So it contains the affirmations. Affirmation now is a model, and the type the model type affirmation we are going to return it. Okay, so this is the thing, and after this we are going to have a curly braces. So this is the function, and inside this we are going to return list of affirmation. So return list of is the attribute. So and here again generic data type inside angular bracket affirmation, and now here we will be writing the list means as we are passing a list of affirmations, so affirmation 1 2 3 4 everything we are going to pass return affirmation. So affirmation, what are the syntax of affirmation? Here firstly we are giving a string resource id and then image resource id. So firstly a string resource id r dot string dot affirmation 1. Okay, r is not imported, so import r affirmation 1 comma now r dot drawable dot image 1. Okay, comma, let's copy this. As we have 10 images, so put it 10 times, and clear every by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Similarly for images 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So here you see the data source class inside that load affirmation function, and this function will be returning the 10 affirmations list of 10 affirmations which are, and each affirmation consists a string and an image. So here the work is completed. Then now we are going to main activity. Here we are going to call new. We are going to create a new composable which will be used for your affirmation app. So right here of sorry, composable function affirmation app. Inside affirmation app, we are loading the affirmation application theme. Affirmation application theme. And inside this, we are having our affirmation list, which we will be creating below this. We should have affirmation list. The thing is, we are we have created the data source and we have returning the information, but in the main activity we have to collect that return, we have to call and collect here. So for that we are going to create another composable function, create composable function affirmation list. So affirmation list, and inside affirmation list we will be creating a what I say parameter, because the thing we are passing in the affirmation list function that will collect from the data source load affirmation. So affirmation sorry affirmation list as a variable name, and its type is list of generic type affirmation. We have the list of affirmation as a generic type, and then also we are passing a modifier, default modifier. If we want any of the padding and this, we can get it from here. Modifier is equal to modifier. So any modifier if we are giving, we can get it from, we can pass as a parameter like padding and this all. So now the everything is inside affirmation list. So we have collected the list of affirmation that will be passed from affirmation app as a data source dot load function. So how that, as we if we keep in the column, then it is a fixed length. But we need to, if we are saying here column, and then we have entering this many types of affirmation. But if we again add some new affirmations rows, then it will not expand. So for that we use the method lazy column. Okay, lazy column. We use here lazy column, and for lazy column, the another attribute, there is one more attribute which is called as item. So it consists of list which we are going to have, and inside items we are have a parameter called affirmation list, which we have created in this itself. Here this one affirmation list parameter, we have created a variable, we are passing here in the item, and in the lazy column we are going to pass the affirmation card. And for to create the affirmation card, we are going to create a new composable function affirmation card. We are passing the affirmation parameter and the default modifier affirmation comma modify is equal to modifier. So what is the basic we are going to create. If you see here, we are going to create this one, a image and a picture. So we are building it in the affirmation card. We are building the layout. So for that, there is a, for image we use image, for a string we are using text. So for it is, as it is a card, we are using a card attribute. Inside card attribute, we are passing a parameter that will give the padding to us. Modifier is equal to modifier dot padding all is equal to, let's say, 10 dot dp. So this is the modification, and one more attribute is there, elevation, which is used to curve the card. We are, let's say, 4.dp. It will cover the round shape the card which we have created, and inside the card we have the image and the text aligned vertically. So we will be to incline vertically. We will be using column, and inside column, firstly we are setting the image, and we as two parameters, painter and content description. Inside painter, as we are passing the drawable resource, so here we will use painter resource, and id is equal to affirmation. Here which you have created affirmation. From affirmation we are calling, we are not directly calling the as that art or driver dot affirmation one, image one, because that will only, in every list it will show only same image. So from affirmation, write here if we write here affirmation dot image resource id, then it will return the list of images, all the images. And the content description, can write anything, but here we will use affirmation dot string resource id for our benefits, that we can, for each image we can define the name of affirmation 1, affirmation 2, and affirmation 3 simultaneously. Why it's giving error? Affirmation of string resource id, why it's giving error? Let me see. Okay, so as it is a string resource id, we need to pass it in the a string resource like painter resource, strng, a string resource here, and we will pass it here. Okay, now we are giving, as we have given painter content description, and for image 2, inside card between image and between text we want some space. So here we will be give a modifier dot if as image is what type of images, it will fill vertically or horizontally. So to fill it horizontally, we use the fill width, and set it the height, as I have seen the height. We will use another attribute as a height of 194 dp. So you can change and see what are the means changing the sizes, you can see. And if we will fill mix max width, then it will means height, if max width it will be filled, but it will height gets contracted. So to keep the images similar, we are going to again one more thing, that is content scale. Content scale is equal to content scale dot crop. So everything, the image and the height will be 194, and it will be fixed with horizontally maximum width, and the image will be centered crop. So after image, we are going to have a text, and inside text, we are going to get a string. So for that, local context dot current local text dot current. From the list of strings, we are getting the current string. The iterating for each string iterating, we are getting the current string. Get a string method. Inside get a string, what are the things from where affirmation dot string resource ID. So this is the text, and after that we are modifying it. Uh, Modifier is equal to modifier dot padding 16 dot dp. From all side I am applying 16 dp, because after inside card there is padding, but again I want the padding inside the card image. So these are the things, and now we will be calling this affirmation card into our affirmation list composable inside our item set. So inside affirmation list, just a second. Inside our affirmation list, inside items, and inside this lambda function, we are going to affirmation points to affirmation card, and it's simply affirmation. So it's showing error because the affirmation we have not imported. We have not imported the affirmation package, so that's why it's creating error. So for that, lazy column items. So yeah, item. It's not item. It's items. Affirmation list. We need to import its package. Yes, it's imported successfully. So every affirmation will be passed here. So and now changing to the preview. Yeah, this remove this affirmation theme and simply call here. What is this affirmation application? Affirmation app. Affirmation app. Simply call this. And inside affirmation app theme, inside affirmation app theme, we will be calling affirmation list. Affirmation list that we have created. Um, Why not it's showing, is there any affirmation error if I R? It's a mistake. Affirmation list, and inside this I will be giving a parameter of affirmation list is equal to data source, the function we have the data source package and its extension by dot load load affirmation affirmation. So to import it, why not it's importing data source is import what is the function name? Load affirmation. Just a second. What is the thing we are going to import? Just see here. Model and data source both are imported, so it should not create any error. But why it's showing error? Affirmation list is equal to data source dot load affirmation. Why? Let's see. Load affirmation. And here it is. The code is ready, but why it's giving error, guys? So I don't know why it is error. It should not create any error. If you guys have any suggestions. Look, I have a similar app. I have tested it before, but why it's showing load information, I don't know. These are the codes. If you are needed, then if you go to a pathway 2, you will go to get the similar code. Let me open that code. Yeah, here it is. This is the thing, same thing, load affirmations. So here you see here the same thing inside the. So let's run this. Run it. The Gradle is running. Is the net connected? Yeah. So the app created will be like this. Here, the image, a string, image, a string, image, a string. Yeah, data has been builded, and here it is the application. See, image, a string, image, a string, image, a string, image, a string. Here, see, here it is. I am strong. If I change in the string that I am not strong, again run it. Here it will give I am not strong. See, I am not strong. These are the things. So, guys, thank you for this session. If you have any questions, keep in the chat box or give in the comment. I will solve it personally. Thank you guys. Hope you have enjoyed the session and keep learning. So till now we have only 4 modules have been released. Keep going with the modules and you will be going good. So thank you. Let's wrap up the session.